Alright, so I decided to make a quick little video because this is actually... Well, I guess we shouldn't make a quick video, right? I guess what we can do is just make this the video log number 5. If you guys don't know, every 2 days update what's going on in seasons. I mean, not too much of a difference. I heard on the EU 68, but looks like, 67 for Witch Doctors. As we could view here details. Yep, Helltooth. Running Acid Cloud. Seems to be doing pretty well. Swampland Entombment, Gruesome Feast, Grave Injustice, also Confidence Ritual. Also got a Hellfire Amulet with Spirit Vessel passive. Looks like he got some pretty solid gear. Band of the Stricken, Focus of Stream, Band of the Trap, Wild Gear to Beast Gizzard. Not too much surprise here. 4-player group. Yeah, double bard, double barbarian, double monk, and I mean that's not a surprise. You do got a witch doctor up here, which is pretty cool. Pretty sure that he went carnival. Yeah, he went carnival because if you don't, you lag. If you guys are pretty much wondering what's going on right now, is carnival is glitched right now, or not carnival? I'm sorry, Helltooth is glitched. We all know it. It's a problem. It's actually lagging people out at 60 or higher. I'm not saying you may not see one in a group play, but we all know that's going on. The one thing I wanted to talk about today was Helltooth, or I'm sorry, the area effect damage will not be dealt with until Season 5. So that makes me a little sad for Carnival, but it's still a solid build in groups. Solo, you could still go Helltooth, of course. You know me, I like my Angry Chicken build, and like I said, I'm pretty happy I got all my pieces ancient finally, so it's destroying stuff and getting me a lot of mats so I can craft stuff. Outside of all that, the only thing I noticed people have been doing, but I guess people have been doing this for a while, is the double barbarian, double monk meta is pretty fucking crazy right now, because you can run one barbarian support with experience gear, one monk with support with experience gear, and then one, monk build that can kill, and one barbarian build that can kill, and it's just doing ridiculous amounts of paragon levels, which is how it's going. Double slave, double DPS, and they're also stacking the little pools of reflection up to 10 stacks to increase their experience, so they can do that. So you got a lot of barb and monk teams easily pushing over 1,000. Not so much for witch doctors. I think I saw one at 1,000, but I could be wrong. But I mean, that's just how it goes, and Paragon doesn't matter too much as long as you plan on hitting about, I think, 1,500 by the end of the season. You should be able to push in top 20 or whatever, no problem, or top 50. And I mean, that's really about it that's going on in the meta right now. People are just still running through it, doing the rifts. There's no really exploits or anything crazy that's came out, thank goodness. But like I said, the biggest issues is what builds are lagging. Greater rifts, stuff at high level. And high level being anything 60 or higher, or any situation where the monsters take a long time to kill. Hopefully they get that resolved and get that issue figured out. And I guess, it's up to Blizzard to go ahead and do that. I mean, that's pretty much all I got today. I'm basically just farming endless amounts of greater death's breaths so I can craft and get this whole set ancient. I'm working on my belt, then my rings next, then my necklace. Those are the last pieces, and I'll work on getting all these little gems up to 55 and 60. And then after that, I'm going to probably start focusing on my carnival a lot more. I got a lot of work I got to do on my carnival. I got ancient boots, ancient weapon binding, ancient steady strikers, chest, gloves are okay, pants are okay, offhand. I got a little bit of things to work with the carnival set. So one last thing I'm going to do before you go. If you guys didn't know about this, or if you're new to season, what's going on, we're going to be using the Kane's recipe, or Hope of Kane. Requires 25 death breaths, 50 reusable parts, 15 arcane dust, and 50 veil crystals. I do have enough, I think 600, I have enough to do 24 crafts. It's going to change these belts to one random legendary. So just to give you an idea on why people freak out about Death Breath so much, because it's a pretty expensive recipe, but it's pretty cool because you can net yourself some good results. So let's go ahead and plug everything inside. Uh-oh, did I mess up? Oh, wait a minute, sorry, you don't use Forgotten Souls. So we'll just go ahead and start plugging these in here, and we'll run through these fast. Hopefully, I'm hoping to get An ancient witching hour or a build of transcendence. But I don't think I'm going to get it out this batch, you know, in all honesty. It probably would take at least about 200 belts, I think, to pull one of those. And that's even if I'm lucky. 200 belts times 25 death breaths, you know, it's pretty horrendous. What, like 5,000 or something like that? So as you can see, we're just dropping them through. And at least if I don't get anything, you know, I still can break these down for legendary pieces. A good way to get yourself geared up early on is with this crafting recipe, because like at least if you don't get a specific one that you want, you have the chance of getting a decent belt that will just be good overall for your witch doctor. If you guys like me crafting stuff, what I could do is a segment of just like maybe getting like 1,500 or maybe 100 pieces, and I just keep crafting so you guys can see how many of what I got I get out of 100 items rolled. So leave that in the comments if you guys want to see that. Of course, 100 items at 20, that's 2,500 death breaths. That'd be crazy, especially for one item type. But I mean, you know, you just do it for people to watch. People like to watch funny things like that. Oh, yeah, somebody in stream noticed, I think. They said, hey, you got an ancient one. Yeah, you know what? I probably did. But, I mean, I still got to get an ancient witching hour, right? So I might as well just craft these out. Now, if I did get an ancient one, I think I'm very lucky. I was surprised. Like, I was able to get it within 24 crafts. But we're just going to burn through all these mats because I got nothing better else to do. It looks like I'm eating through my whites as well, too. It might be a couple days before I try to do this again, because my crafting mats, I grind them out pretty well, but, you know, when you're doing this many legendaries at a time, and this is only 24, right? Yeah, they kind of do eat up everything. You know what? A vigilante belt may not be that bad, actually, for ancient purposes, because I can use that with the mana gems and run like a high-end cooldown reduction, get up to like 60% cooldown reduction, so I can keep spamming my chicken. But I really been well, until they fix the bug, I've really been enjoying running it with Grim Reaper, because when my chicken doesn't go off, I still my Grim Reaper can still do good damage, and the automatic casting from Grim Reaper is very nice. So we just did 100. Put these crafting mats back in here. I got tons of yellows and tons of blues. Whites I'm low on, but by the time I get up enough death breaths, I'm pretty sure I have enough whites by then. And then if I really need whites, I can go to Act 5, the battle yard, or whatever it's called, the field of battle, and get some more. And let me delete all the excess ones we don't want. We'll keep the vigilante belts because I'm looking for an ancient vigilante belt. All the other belts just can die because we don't care. Yep, I did get one ancient one, so that was good. I got lucky with my little transcendence. Let's take a look here. Yeah, we got a lot of ancients. So I guess maybe I got streamer buff. I know somebody out there is gonna be like, "Fucking Debo, that's some bullshit. Blizzard, fucking streamer buff. I can't believe this shit." There's gonna be some guy who says this. I got pretty lucky. Well, you're shit, and you're shit. So out of 24 crafts, I already get that ancient one. We got 2 belts that I wanted. Oh man, they're both 16%. Yeah, okay. We'll destroy this one because I can reroll that to 8%, and that'd be pretty decent. So we did pretty well. Pretty happy about that. And vitality armor. Bam. Let's swap that out, and let's delete that out. I don't need that anymore. So I guess the next set of stuff I'll be crafting is probably my rings or my necklaces. I'm trying to be baller, get it all ancient, you know, be like some high roller, so when the chicks come by my house and they look at my gear specs, they'll be like, oh, and the funny thing, the irony thing, I don't have any more death breaths, so I'm going to have to wait to get more, but I can show off to the ladies how cool my set is. Oh, I'm glad you guys like the guides. I keep trying to put out content just to keep you guys active. I usually try to put out a video every 2 days, and then I got a guy coming up for the Akari set, so look out for that. I just want people to have fun and enjoy Witch Doctor class, and I think that the only build they can do is Helltooth while they lag their friends out, and they understand why they don't have any more friends, and their friends kick them out of the group, and they get very depressed, and they have to go get psychologists and shit like that, and they have to go inside of his brain, and he has to explain to them that it's not you, it's them, and they never believe it. Then they go into a problem with drugs and alcohol and drinking, and then they ruin their whole life, and then they have a redemption story, then they come back and they start getting healthy, and they start doing things the right way, but they end up dying anyway because, unfortunately, they were too late to change in their life, and they did all those years of binge drinking and all that crazy stuff that they ruined their life. And this has all happened because their friends didn't want them in the group, because Blizzard made it so that they could lag their friends out with Helltooth. See, you don't want to do that to people, so that's why I always try to make guides to help people and show them there's a bunch of different builds they can do, even in group, like Carnival, until the Helltooth gets fixed, so that they don't go down this spiraling, horrible problem and ruin their lives. Because you can make somebody depressed if you kick them out of group because they can't play their Helltooth. They think the problem is them. No, just go Carnival. See, I just saved somebody's life. And that escalated pretty quickly. Or actually, what did they say? That went dark fast, Debo. That was real dark. Yes, it was. Dark like my soul. I'm just kidding. I have a pretty positive, light soul. All right. So, I think we did pretty well. Next video, hopefully I'll have enough crafting mats so you guys can see what I craft. If anything crazy happens, I'll update a video right away, but, I mean, double barb, double monk, man, if you want to push Paragon 1000 or you want to get a lot of shit done, that is the group to run when you're Paragon grinding. And then you just hop back over to your Witch Doctor to gamble stuff or do things of that, in that nature. I like to stay on and do more, but I want to go and get my little smoothie from the 24-hour smoothie place down the street. Come home and go to sleep. I'll be back on it later on today. I don't have to go to the gym today because I went today already. I do 1 day on and 1 day off. So, you will see me on pretty much probably the next 10 hours. You'll see me back online. So I'll see you guys there. As always, I appreciate you guys watching the stream. And check out the YouTube channel, man. I have a lot of videos there. And guides on Reddit and all that good stuff. And I'll start updating the guides on Reddit down the line, but right now I'm just trying to grind out the risks, or grind out everything and get everything stabilized and do a lot of carry runs. So I hope you guys have a good night. And as always, take it easy. I'm Debo, and I'm out.